Avengers baseball. This game is a huge game, huge game in the regular season. So imagine if the actors from the Marvel Cinematic Universe were to play Major League Baseball against legends past and present, and then imagine those same Avengers were to play a full 162 game regular season. Well, that's what you would have right here in this live stream today. Please like the video, please subscribe to the channel. This is game number 137, but more important, it is the fourth and final game of a four-game set between division rivals, between the Avengers and the Dodgers in the National League West. Dodgers versus Avengers. As you can see from the standings on the screen, the Avengers are a game out of first place. It's a big swing game. If they win, they're tied for first. If they lose, they're 2 games back. It's a major game. So let's go to the calendar. As you can see, Dodgers beat the Dodgers 4-3 in game 1, won 6-5 in game 2, lost yesterday, so we won 2 out of 3, and now it's time for game 4 of this 4-game set at home, a Sunday afternoon game against the LA Dodgers to close out this 4-game set. Those of you that are curious, looking forward into the month of September, the last 3-game set of the regular season is against these same Los Angeles Dodgers, so that's going to be interesting. Hopefully I will have taken care and wrapped up the division by then, but who knows, it may matter. So anyway, let's jump into the schedule. Welcome, Outlander. You are first. Thank you for joining the live stream. You are always welcome here. Thank you very much. View organizations games. Bradley Cooper. Play game. All preceding games will be simulated. Yes. Play full game. We are the away team at Dodgers Stadium. Broadcast Bradley Cooper 10-10 on the season. Everybody looks kind of tired, which sucks, but what am I going to do? Don Cheadle will take the day off. Vin Diesel will play center field. Other than that, it's going to stay just like that. Let's rock and roll. Let's go. These are your starting lineups. For those that don't know the program, I hit, I pitch, I field. I do not run the bases. I let the computer run the bases for me. And the difficulty setting for the entire 162 game schedule is set to All-Star. Somewhere in the middle, you have Rookie, Veteran, and then All-Star, and then above All-Star you have 2 difficulty settings. So I'm not looking to impress anybody, just looking to have a good time. Somewhere in the middle. Live here at Dodger Stadium. Let's get ready for some Major League Baseball as the Hollywood Avengers visit the Los Angeles Dodgers. Jake Odorizzi takes the mound for the Dodgers. He's 11-5 with a 4.53 earned run average. And stepping up to the plate to begin the game, the new Captain America, Anthony Mackie. He's hitting .311 with 15 homers and 63 runs batted in. Here comes the first pitch of the ball game. And that's a deep drive on the first pitch, but I think it might be playable. No, wait, that ball is gonzo. It's a solo home run to lead off the ball game for cut the check for the new Captain America, Anthony Mackie. Hits home run number 16. And just like that, the Avengers take a 1-0 lead on the first pitch of the ball game. Wow. Watch the replay as I hydrate. Bang. I thought it was going to be over his head. Thought it was going to be caught at the warning track, and then I thought it was out of the ballpark. First strike. Up next, just like that, Tom Holland, 365, 17 homers, 79 RBIs. That's a line drive. It will be off the glove of Stan Musial. It's going to be a single. Almost a brilliant catch from the left fielder. Here's the replay from Spider-Man. Line drive, diving catch off the heel, I think the top portion of the glove, and he'll have a single. Up next, Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr., 296, 19 homers, 84 RBIs. Runner leads off first. Down and inside, ball 1. For those of you that are wondering the difficulty setting options, gameplay, hitting difficulty is set to All-Star. Pitching difficulty is also set to All-Star. So, 1 ball, no strikes to Iron Man. Odorizzi sets and delivers. And he couldn't quite time up that split finger fastball. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike, a little out in front. And he yanks it foul into the seats. Count as 1 ball, 2 strikes, way out in front of that breaking ball. Holland at first is a threat to steal. Grounder off the glove of Big Papi. He will beat him to first. I've never seen Big Papi win a foot race, but he just did for the first out. Starting lineup for the Avengers: Anthony Mackie's at short, Tom Holland's at second, Robert Downey Jr. is at first, Mark Ruffalo is the catcher, Chadwick Boseman's at third, Dave Bautista's in right, Sebastian Stan's in left, the DH is Idris Elba, and batting ninth playing center field today, Vin Diesel. I am Groot. Mark Ruffalo has 29 homers and 117 RBIs, and he has a runner in scoring position at second base. It's a 1-0 lead for the Avengers. Way out in front of the split-fingered fastball, swinging him as strike one. Mark's hitting .328 on the season. Spider-Man's leading off second. Outside corner, no. Called a ball by the home plate umpire. Odorizzi doesn't like the call. Count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. Checks his swing, splitter is low. Count is 2-1. Carl Dixon calling balls and strikes behind home plate. So Holland leads off second, 1 away, 2-1 count to Ruffalo. Here's the pitch. Again, he checks his swing, pitch is low, hitters count, 3 balls and 1 strike. Black Panther is on deck. Here comes the 3-1 pitch from Odorizzi. Grounder, backhanded by Xander Bogaerts, throws to first in time, and there are 2 away, no advance on the bases. So, Chadwick Boseman. Sonic the Blue Hedgehog, welcome to the live stream. Always appreciate your presence here. Up next is Black Panther or Chadwick Boseman hitting .338. He's going to need a hit to score that run from second base. Pitch is high. Ball 1. It's already a 1-0 lead for the MCU here in this important 4th game of a 4-game set between division rivals. High and tight, 2 balls and no strikes to T'Challa. Outside, 3-0 count. On deck is Drax the Destroyer, Dave Bautista. Will he have the green light on 3-0? No, he will not, because I don't swing on 3-0. I always take a pitch. And it was low. I thought it could have been called a strike at the knees, but home plate umpire Carl Dixon has a tight strike zone today. So 2 on and 2 out for Dave Bautista. Dave's hitting .309. He has 13 homers and 67 RBIs. 2 on, 2 out. 1-0 MCU. Here comes the pitch. Inside, off the plate, ball 1. Lines it. Is that a fair ball? No, it's a foul ball. Count will even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Didn't see any indication from the first base umpire, so I got a little excited there. In the dirt, count is 2-1. Hitters count, 3 balls and 1 strike to Bautista. On deck is the Winter Soldier, Sebastian Stan. Runners lead off first and second, 2 away. And he pulls the cut fastball down the left field line, out of play. The count will go full. The runners will be in motion. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the top of the first, 1-0 lead. Here's the pitch. And it's a deep drive, but playable in left center field, and Musial retires the side, but they do get a run after on Anthony Mackie's leadoff solo homer, his 17th of the season, and after half inning play, it's the Avengers 1, the Los Angeles Dodgers coming to bat. On the mound for the Hollywood Avengers, Bradley Cooper, also known as Rocket Raccoon, the voice of Rocket Raccoon. He is at .500 on his record, 10-10. 5.24 earned run average. And leading off Joe Torre, .339 average, 32 homers, 95 RBIs. Fastball low, ball 1.
Count 1-0.
So that's Tom Holland at second base and Sebastian Stan in left field. So the Avengers are technically one game out of first place in the National League West. Pops it up in foul territory. Racing over is Tony Stark. He will make the catch for out number 1. Starting lineup for the Dodgers: Joe Torre's at third, Xander Bogaerts at short, Stan Musial in left, David Ortiz, the first baseman, Robbie Cano is at second, Aaron Judge in right, Steve Finley is center field, DH is Willie Calhoun, and batting ninth, the playing catcher, Tucker Barnhart. So Xander Bogaerts, 329, 36 homers, 107 RBI, steps up to the plate with 1 out. While the Avengers are technically one game out, they are actually tied in the loss column. Fastball below the knees, ball 1. So 1 game lead for the Avengers in the loss column. If they win today, they'll have a 2-game lead in the loss column and tied for first. Pitches outside, 2 balls and no strikes. There's still a month left to go. We are in the first day in the month of September. So still some games left. This is game number 137. Strike 1 on the outside corner with the cut fastball. Count as 2 balls and 1 strike. So still some games to play. Fouls off the forkball. Count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1-0 lead for the MCU here in the bottom of the first. Line drive to right. There is Batista, and there are 2 away. Batting third, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Stan Musial hitting .359, 47 homers and 119 RBIs. Certainly he is a MVP candidate with 1 month left. Inside corner, strike 1. And he pulls the 2-seam fastball. Foul territory, count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes to Musial. And he's late on the fastball, fouls it down the right field line. Check that left field line. Line drive towards center fielder. Racing over is Vin Diesel. He will make the catch to retire the side. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Rocket Raccoon. After 1 inning of baseball here at Dodger Stadium, it's 1-0 MCU. We go to the top of the second. Up steps Sebastian Stan, the Winter Soldier. Sebi's hitting .285. He has 10 homers and 47 runs batted in. And that's a line drive headed towards the right center field gap. And it will bounce in there. He's going to make a big turn. Oh, big turn at first. Throw to first. He's back. He thought about taking second, but he would have been thrown out. It would have been a bad base running decision. But it's a leadoff single for the Winter Soldier. Up next, the DH, Idris Elba, through .262 average. Swing and a miss at the fastball. Strike 1. Idris has 8 homers and 44 runs batted in on the season. 1-0, runner leads off first here in the top of the second. Curveball outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Idris plays Hemdall in the Marvel Cinematic Universe from the Thor franchise. And it's a high and tight fastball in on his hands. Swing and a miss, count as 1 ball and 2 strikes to Elba. And he just takes him up the ladder, a swing and a miss. He strikes him out for the first strikeout of the game. Showed little to no discipline. Here's the replay.
The center fielder, number 32.
So, up next, Vin Diesel, I am Groot, playing center field today in place of Don Cheadle. Vin Diesel in part-time plays, hitting .314. Checks his swing, fastball's outside, ball 1. This is Avengers baseball, game number 137 of a 162-game regular season. And he went too far. That's a swing. Counts 1 ball and 1 strike to Vin Diesel. Again, runner leads off first, 1 out. here in the second.
That's ball
High, 2 balls and 1 strike.
two. Count is 2-1.
2-1. Pulls the splitter down the left field line, out of play. Count is 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner leads off first. 1-0 MCU. Jake Odorizzi sets. Throws to first. He's back. Fouls off the fastball. Count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he skies it to right center field. Long run for the center fielder, but Finley will make it. He'll make the catch for out number 2. No advance. So with 2 down, the lineup turns over. Anthony Mackie steps up for his second plate appearance. He hit a solo homer to lead off the game. First pitch of the ball game. Runner leads off first. 2 outs. Splitter low, ball 1. And that's another drive. That's going to be over his head. And 1 hop to the wall. He's going to round third and head home. He's going to head for third. The throw to the plate is in time. Oh, so the side is retired. Tried to score from first on the double. But after an inning and a half, good relay to catch him at the plate. Score remains 1-0 MCU. So we go to the bottom of the second. Still 1-0. David Ortiz, or Big Papi as he is affectionately referred to, steps up to the plate to lead it off here in the bottom of the second. He's hitting .303. He has 40 homers and 113 RBIs. And he slices it the other way. Routine play for Bucky Barnes. 1 pitch, 1 away. Defense for the Avengers in the outfield from left to right. You have Sebastian Stan, Vin Diesel in center, Dave Bautista in right. And in the infield, Chadwick Boseman at third, Anthony Mackie, Tom Holland, Robert Downey Jr. with Mark Ruffalo behind home plate. The Hollywood Avengers lead the National League in fielding percentage this season. Up next, Robbie Cano, 284, 27 homers, 69 RBIs. Second baseman for the Dodgers. Misses low and inside, ball 1. Robbie Cano, I think currently plays for the Mets. When I think of Robbie Cano, I think of him as the second baseman for the 2009 champion New York Yankees. Swing and a miss at the cut fastball, count even, it's 1 ball and 1 strike. I think he went from the Yankees to the Seattle Mariners and then to the New York Mets. Borderline Hall of Famer. Line drive past the diving Anthony Mackie. Big turn at first, but he will hold. So it's a 1-out single for Cano. He's been hot lately. He had 2 homers in yesterday's game. Thought Mackie at short might have a chance to knock that ball down, but he did not. Up next, the right fielder, Aaron Judge, hitting .253, 18 homers, 45 runs batted in. Runner at first, 1 away. Here's a pitch from Rocket. Swing and a miss at the fastball, 96 on the radar gun, strike 1. Judge carries an 8-game hitting streak into this contest. Fouls off the 2-seam fastball, count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Strike 3 called. Outside corner, Judge cannot believe the call. First strikeout of the game for Bradley Cooper. Let's look at the location. I don't even think it was a strike myself. I mean, on the outer edge. I'll take it, and there's 2 away. Up next, left-handed hitter Steve Finley, center fielder, hitting .273 on the season. Steve Finley was a player in the 1990s. And that's a deep drive to center. Racing over is Vin Diesel. Will he make the catch? Yes, he will, in front of the warning track to retire the side. So after 2 innings of baseball, it's a 1-0 lead for the Avengers. We go to the top of the third. Up steps Tom Holland, who singled in the first, is batting .366 on the season. I think he's in the top 5 in batting in the National League. Out in front of the cut fastball, swing and a miss, strike 1. He definitely leads the ball club in hits, leads the ball club in batting average, but I don't know about the league. High, ball 1. Count as 1 ball and 1 strike. Curveball outside, 2-1. Tom Holland obviously plays Spider-Man in the MCU. Everybody's looking forward to that movie with him and Doctor Strange. Swing and a miss out in front of the splitter. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cut fastball inside, full count, 3-2. Fouls off the fastball, and the 3-2 count will continue. Here comes the full count pitch again. Did he check it? Yes, he did, so it's ball 4, and it's a leadoff walk for Spider-Man. MCU already has a 1-run lead. He can't walk off. Well, can't walk the leadoff man and expect to win ball games. Up next, Robert Downey Jr. or Tony Stark is 0 for 1. Here's the pitch from Odorizzi. Splitter inside, ball 1. Robert Downey Jr. has 19 homers and 84 runs batted down in the season. Quick throw to first. Holland is back. Tom Holland is a threat to steal. He has 22 stolen bases on the season. Flipping your fastball outside, 2 balls and no strikes to Tony. 1-0 MCU. Splitter finds the outside corner, count is 2-1. Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you for watching. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Outside corner, strike 2. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runner leads off first. Here's the pitch. Did he go? Yeah, no, he did not, says the third base umpire. So the count is again full. 2 straight hitters, 3-2 counts. Here goes. Odorizzi with the pitch. And he makes a long, deep drive to right center field. Playable for the center fielder, Steve Finley, who makes the catch for the first out. Next up, the incredible Hulk, Mark Ruffalo, who's grounded out in the first. He's 0 for 1. He leads the ball club with homers and RBIs, 29 and 117. And that's a line drive. Base hit to left. He's 1 for 2. And there'll be runners at first and second with 1 out here in the top of the third. The Avengers are threatening. Here's the replay. Don't forget to hydrate. Next up, the late, great Chadwick Boseman, who walked in the first. No official at bat. 2 on, 1 out. Chases the high fastball, swing and a miss for strike 1. 94 on the radar gun. And that's a line drive headed towards the left center field gap, and it will roll all the way to the wall, run around third, heads home. It will be a RBI double for T'Challa. Wakanda forever, baby. And it's a 2-0 lead on the 25th double of the season for Chadwick Boseman. Wakanda forever, baby. The pitching coach, Mark Pryor, comes out to talk to Odorizzi, calm him down, slow things down. Up next, Drax the Destroyer with 2 runners in scoring position and a chance to give the Avengers a 4-0 lead. Breaking ball just misses outside, ball 1. Count is 1 ball and no strikes. Runners at second and third, 1 away, top of the third. 2-0 Avengers. And it's a bouncer at the mound, and they will almost collide with each other. He's safe. Swinging bunt, bases loaded. My goodness. That's the surprising thing. He doesn't have a lot of speed. The bases will be loaded for Bucky Barnes. Sebastian Stan singled in his first at-bat. Steps up for his second. No place to put him. Bases loaded, 1 out. Already a 2-0 lead for the MCU. Cut fastball misses, ball 1. Sebastian Stan has 47 RBIs in part-time play. He is not first on the Avengers in that particular stat category. I don't know why that graphic says that. Outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Nowhere to put him. Bases are loaded with Avengers. Swing and a miss at the high fastball. Count as 2 balls and 1 strike. Couldn't lay off that high cheese. And he grounds it foul. So the count will move to 2 balls and 2 strikes on Stan. He's got to get that runner home from third with less than 2 outs. That's an insurance run. Duck on the pond, as they say. And that is a lazy fly ball to right. Judge has a really strong arm. He's tagging. The throw to the plate is off. Up. Oh, my goodness. He is out at the plate to retire the side. It was a sacrifice fly to middle right field, and Aaron Judge in right shows off his cannon. However, an RBI double by Chadwick Boseman gives the Avengers a 2-0 advantage. Bases loaded, and they do not score. Heidi Watney is our sideline reporter. Unfortunately, there seems to be a missing 9-volt battery in that microphone. We're sorry, Heidi. We do not hear what you're saying, so we're going to cut away. Leading off the bottom of the third, DH Willie Calhoun hitting .293 on the season. Bradley Cooper sets and delivers. Fouls off the fastball, 97 on the radar gun for strike 1. 2-0 lead for the MCU here in the third. This is an important game. A division rivalry game here in early September. Cut fastball finds the strike zone. Count is 2 balls. No, check that. Count is no balls and 2 strikes. Pardon me. Fouls it back. Count remains 0-2. This is Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you so much for watching. Please like the video. It matters so much. Just gets a piece of the forkball to stay alive. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. It's free to you. It matters so much to me. It's the lifeblood of YouTube. And that's a deep drive headed for the right field corner. Batista is at the sidewall. He cannot make the catch. Few rows deep. Foul ball. Here's the pitch. Just gets a piece of that diving changeup to stay alive. Battling up at the plate. Strike 3 called. I don't know what he was looking for. That was at the knees. Second straight out of the game for Bradley Cooper. Next up is the number 9 hitter, the catcher, Tucker Barnhart, hitting .265. He has 7 homers and 39 runs batted in on the season. And he pops him up in the infield. Charging is Tony Stark, says, I got this. And there are 2 away. Lineup turns over for the Dodgers. Joe Torre popped out in his first at-bat to lead off the game. This is his second plate appearance. 2 outs, bases empty, 2-0 Avengers. Ground ball up the middle. Charging is Anthony Mackie. Cut the check. Side is retired. So it's a quick 1-2-3 inning for Bradley Cooper. The end of 3. It's 2-0 Avengers. So we go to the top of the 4th. Up steps the designated hitter, Idris Elba, who's 0 for 1.
The designated hitter, number 63.
Fastball low, ball 1. Big game. Winning this game is the difference between splitting the series 2 games apiece and winning 3 out of 4. Big game. Fouls off the curveball. Count will even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Chases the split finger fastball. Count is 1-2. That ball just disappeared. And he struck him out with the cut fastball. Second strikeout of the game for Odorizzi. Here's the replay.
Number 32.
So the number 9 hitter, center fielder Vin Diesel, flew out in the second. He's up there again for a second plate appearance. And he pulls the cut fastball down the left field line, out of play for strike 1. Vin Diesel, I am Groot. 3 words. I bet you he made a ton of money on those 3 words. Outside, count as 1 ball and 1 strike. Line drive, third baseman makes the catch, 2-way. Nice play by Joe Torre at third. He just hit it right at him. So Anthony Mackie steps up yet again for his third at-bat. He's 2 for 2. He has a homer and a single. 2 outs, bases empty, top of the 4th. And he's late on the fastball, fouls it down the left field line, out of play. Mackie is a switch hitter, batting from the left side against the righty Odorizzi. And it's a fly ball to center, deep but playable for Finley. And he retires the side. So, 1-2-3 inning for Odorizzi. After 3.5 here at Dodger Stadium, it is 2-0 Avengers. Leading off the bottom of the 4th, Xander Bogaerts, 0 for 1. And that's a deep drive to center. Racing back, he will not make the catch and 1 hops to the wall. I thought that he might have a chance, but no such luck. It's a leadoff double for Xander Bogaerts, and the tying run will come to the plate. That's double number 39 on the season for Bogaerts. Here's the replay. It was just a line drive to center that just kept on going. No chance. Up next, Stan Musial, runner in scoring position, nobody out. He's 0 for 1. Inside, off the plate, ball 1. Ground ball up the middle and through. And he will round third and head home. It's an RBI single for Stan Musial, and the score is now 2-1 Avengers. A double and a single to lead off the 4th before a single out is recorded, and they've cut the lead in half. Here's the replay. Diving attempt by the new Captain America, Anthony Mackie, but to no avail. Up next, Big Papi. Tying run at first. Ortiz is 0 for 1. And that is a line drive the other way. It is a base hit. Runners will now be at first and second. Tying run in scoring position with nobody out still. We need a mound visit, I think. Here's the replay. Line drive the other way between short and third. Next up, Robbie Cano, dangerous hitter. Manager will go to the mound, talk it out, calm him down, make him realize there's a whole month of the season left. This is not the playoffs yet. Cano already has a single today. Pops him up. Foul territory, racing back he does not make the running catch. And instead of being out number 1, it is strike number 1. Let's see if that will come back to haunt him. Deep drive down the right field line, slicing. Out of play. It had the distance, but it's a foul ball. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Cano is hitting only .209 with runners in scoring position this season. 5, 4, 3, double play. Round the horn double play. They will trade it. So now there are 2 away and a runner at third. Robbie Cano hits into a 5-4-3 double play. So Aaron Judge has a runner 90 feet, the tying run 90 feet from home plate. But he'll need a hit to get that runner home from third. Let's see what happens. Aaron Judge is 0 for 1. Pulls the fastball down the left field line, out of play for strike 1. Aaron Judge is hitting under 200 with runners in scoring possession, $187 this season. Just gets a piece of the 2-seam fastball, and the count is no balls and 2 strikes on Judge. Just gets a piece to stay alive. Count will remain 0-2. MCU leads 2-1 here in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out on the high fastball, and the side's retired. They do score a run and cut the lead in half. However, the end of 4 innings of baseball here at Dodger Stadium, it's the MCU 2, the Dodgers 1. We go to the top of the fifth. Tom Holland singled and scored a run today. He's 6 for 15 in this series. Leads off here in the top of the fifth. Checks the swing, curveball in the dirt, ball one. Tom Holland represented the National League at second base this year in the All-Star game. Outside corner with the fastball, count as 1 ball, 1 strike. Dodgers bullpen is already active. Surprising. Anthony Bass is the right-hander. Brett Martin is the lefty. 1 ball, 1 strike count on Holland. And he skies it to right. Easy play for Judge for the first down.
Now batter.
Up next, Robert Downey Jr. 0 for 2 today. Averages at .295 on the season. Fastball low, ball one. Tony is hitting .382 in his last 10-15 games. Checks the swing, pitches low again. Count as 2 balls and no strikes. Low again. 3-0 count. Will he have the green light on 3-0? No, he will not. I don't swing on 3-0. Absolutely not. 4-pitch walk, so 1 out walk to Tony Stark. We love you, Tony. Up next, the Incredible Hulk, who singled in his last at-bat. 4 for 16 in this series. 1 for 2 today. Hasn't had what feels like a long time he hasn't had a home run. His next home run will be home run number 30 of the season. But that will not be it. That's a line drive to right, caught by Aaron Judge for the second out.
Now batter. Number 20.
So 2 outs, runner at first. Chadwick Boseman had an RBI double in his last at-bat. He has a double and a walk today. Up there for his 3rd plate appearance. Jams him. Shallow center field. It may dunk in there. No, it will not. Finley will race in to make the catch and retire the side. So after 4.5, it's the Avengers 2, the Dodgers 1. We go to the bottom of the 5th, and again we're going to give Heidi Watney a chance to fix that microphone. However, unfortunately, she's again silent. She's probably saying something about Joe Torre. So, leading off for the Dodgers, Steve Finley, who's 0 for 1. Cooper on the mound here in the bottom of the 5th. Fastball looks high, called a strike with the home plate umpire. Count as no balls, 1 strike. Fouls off the cut fastball. Count as quickly, no balls and 2 strikes to Finley. When Finley was an Angel, they were called the California Angels, and he was an All-Star. Not a Hall of Famer, but definitely an All-Star. Strike 3 called, inside corner. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, Mr. Finley. That's Bradley Cooper's 4th strikeout of the game. Up next, D.H. Willie Calhoun, who struck out himself in the 3rd. He's 0 for 1. Inside corner, strike. Count is 0 for 1. Fouls it off down the left field line, out of play. Another 0-2 count on the Dodgers hitter. Shallow fly ball. Racing over is Vin Diesel. He will make the catch for out number 2. Two down, up steps Tucker Barnhart, who's 0 for 1. He popped out in the 3rd inning. Forkball is low. Tucker's 10 for his last 24. That's a .417 average. So it's been hot lately. Swing and a miss to Cutter. Count as 1 ball and 1 strike to Barnhart. So this is Avengers baseball. The Avengers are tied in the loss column for first place in the National League West. Foul back, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Technically, they're 1 game out. If they win this game, they'll be tied for first, but have a 1-game lead in the loss column. If they lose, they're going to be 2 games back. So, oh, knocked down by Tony. Picks it up, throws to first in time. Nice recovery from Tony Stark. to retire the side. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Bradley Cooper. At the end of 5, it is an official ball game, ladies and gentlemen. The Avengers lead 2-1.
Your attention, please.
So we go to the top of the 6th. Anthony Bass steps up to the plate. His record is 6-6 with a 4.90 earned run average. And stepping up to the plate is Dave Bautista, who is 1 for 2.
The right fielder.
2-1 lead here in the 6th for the Avengers.
Batista.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. Bautista carries a modest 5-game hitting streak up to the plate. Line drive up the middle and through. It is a leadoff single for Drax. Nothing gets over his head. He'll catch it. So runner at first for the Avengers.
Now batter. Number
Here's the
60.
replay. Ground ball with eyes. Next up, Sebastian Stan. Dodgers bullpen is still active. Swing and a miss at the cut fastball, strike 1. Sebastian is 1 for 2 with a single. Just gets a piece of the slider. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Sebastian. Checks the swing, or did he? Yes, he did, according to the first base umpire. The count is 1-2. Runner leads off first. 6th inning. Swing and a miss, chases the slider out of the zone for the first out. First strikeout for Bass. Here's the replay.
Now batter.
Ugh.
Number 63.
So, up next, Idris Elba. 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts to him. Quick throw to first. Bautista is back. Two-1 lead for the Avengers. In the dirt. He's going for second. The throw down in the dirt, blocked, but he's safe. It's a wild pitch, and Bautista advances to second into scoring position. Blocked it nicely, but then the throw from the catcher was in the dirt. Cano was successful from keeping it from going into center field, so fouls off the fastball. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike to Elba. Runner in scoring position. 1 away. Fouls it off down the right field line. Pop up. And the count will remain 1 ball and 2 strikes. In the dirt again, blocked nicely again by Tucker. Barnhart. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. High and outside, full count, 3-2. On deck, Vin Diesel. I am good. Comes a 3-2 pitch. And that pitch is high, ball 4, so another walk. Runners will be first and second with 1 away for Vin Diesel, who is 0 for 2. Ground ball 6, 4, 3, double play, and the side is retired. So top of the 6th is over. Avengers continue to lead 2-1. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. The lineup turns over again for the Dodgers. Joe Torre is 0 for 2 today. 3rd plate appearance. Cooper is still out there on the mound here in the bottom of the 6th. Cut fastball, outside corner, strike 1. So Bradley Cooper's season has been up and down. He's 10-10. He's got a chance to go over 500 with a win here today. And that's a deep drive. That ball is gone. It is a solo homer for Joe Torre, his 33rd of the season, and this ball game is tied at 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Up and down season indeed. Here's the replay. Ugh. Bang. Next up, Xander Bogaerts. 1 for 2 with the double. Outside corner at the knees, strike 1. 2-2 ball game here in the bottom of the 6th. Line drive headed towards the right center field gap. Racing over is the center fielder. He will not make it. It will roll all the way to the wall. Rounding first, heading to second is Bogarts. That's his second double of the game, and he is the go-ahead run in scoring position. Still with nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the replay as it splits the outfielders, and he gets to run for days. Next up, Stan Musial. The importance of this game cannot be underestimated. The manager will go to the bullpen to start warming up people. He's going to warm up Josh Brolin and Paul Rudd. And manager is going to go to the mound. Well, send the pitching coach to the mound. Stan Musial has an RBI single today. He's 1 for 2. He needs to slow things down a little bit. Fouls the fastball back, 97 on the radar gun. That's strike 1 to Stan Musial, who's 3 for 14 in this series. Jams him, foul. Count is 0-2. Swing and a miss at the 98-mile-an-hour fastball. That's the first out. Bradley Cooper's 5th strikeout of the game. He powered through that at bat. My goodness. He challenged him with his heat and said, "You are not ready." Up next, Big Poppy. Nightmare fuel. He is 1 for 2 with a single. Here's the pitch. Line drive to center. Caught. He barely had to move. He hit it with authority, but didn't get it up in the windstream. Hit it straight to the center fielder, Vin Diesel, for out number 2. Let's watch this. He crushes this ball, but right at the center fielder. So with 2 outs, up steps Robbie Cano. 1 for 2 with a single. Pitch is low, ball 1. We're going to go on a rain delay. This is a rain delay, ladies and gentlemen. I will be back shortly. The game will continue to stream during this rain delay. headset on. Testing 1 2, testing 1. I don't know why I'm saying that because I can't actually test it, so that's stupid. All right, so this rain delay, also known as dinner, is coming to an end. So let's get back into the game. 2-2 ball game, bottom of the 6th. 1-0 lead. Welcome back, Mr. Outlander. Pitches inside off the plate. 2 balls and no strike count to Robbie Cano, who's 1 for 2 today. This is the 4th game of a 4-game series. The Avengers are up 2-1. Highlight Grave, yo! Welcome to the live stream. Thank you for watching. You just missed a lengthy rain delay in which they brought the tarp out onto the field. It's a line drive to center. There is I Am Groot, Vin Diesel, to retire the side. However, Joe Torre with a solo home run tied this ball game at 2. The end of 6 innings of play. It's the Avengers 2, the Dodgers 2. Outlander Show wants to know, Dan, 15 minutes for dinner. What did you have? Water and 3 almonds? Up next, Nick Vincent pitching here in the top of the 7th for the Dodgers. 6-2 record, 2.70 under an average. Leading off for the Avengers, Anthony Mackie, the new Captain America, 2 for 3. He led the game off with a solo shot. 2-2 game here in the 7th. Here's the pitch from Vincent. Grounder up the first base line, backhanded by Big Papi. Steps on the bag, 1 pitch, 1 away.
The batter, number 8, second baseman.
Next up, Tommy Holland, Spider-Man. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored today. 1 out, bases empty, top of the 7th. Here's the pitch. Pitch is high, ball 1. I will send you that turkey burger I made. Oh, please do, Mr. Outlander. That looked good. Talking about a screenshot I saw on like Twitter or something like that. I don't remember exactly where, but that looked pretty good to me. Bullpen is active for the Dodgers. 1-0 count to Spidey. Swing and a miss out in front of the changeup. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Here in this important 4-game series between division rivals. Swings at the high cutter. Misses. Count as 1 ball, 2 strikes on Holland. And he's out in front of the cut fastball. Fouls it down the left field line. Count will remain 1 ball, 2 strikes. In the dirt. Count evens 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases empty. Top of the 7th, 2-2 game. Vincent deals. Grounder off the glove. That'll be an error. I mean, it was a really bad hop to the third baseman, Joe Torre. I think they're going to give him a hit on that. Wow. Surprising. Got his body in front of it, but a bad hop kicked it past him, so it'll be a infield single for Tom Holland. Runner leads off first, 1 out. Here comes Robert Downey Jr. 0 for 2 today. And he yanks it foul. Strike 1. Tony Stark walked in the 5th inning, but officially he is 0 for 2 today. Holland leads off first, big lead. Swing and a miss over the top. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes to Downey Jr. Slow bouncer to the first baseman. Throws. No, he decides to change his mind. At the last moment, he decides not to throw to second. Spins around, tags Tony running up the first base line for the safe 2nd out. So runner advances into scoring position at second with 2 away. Up steps Mark Ruffalo. That could be a big turning point in this game. Mark Ruffalo is 1 for 3 with a single. A single could give the Avengers a 3-2 lead. Let's see what happens. Vincent sets and delivers. Pitch is low, ball 1. Mark Ruffalo is hitting .345 with runners in scoring position this season and leads the team in runs batted in with 117. That ball is high. It is far. That ball is gonzo. That is a 2-run home run for Hulk. Hulk smash. Home run number 30 on the season. And RBIs number 118 and 119 for the Green Monster. As the Avengers take a 4-2 lead here in the top of the 7th. Oh yeah. Bang! Oh, sweetness indeed. Here's a replay again. Boom! Line drive homer. Into the Dodgers bullpen. Up next, Chadwick Boseman, 4-2 lead for the MCU. Chadwick is 1 for 2 with the RBI double today. And it's a bouncer in front of the mound. Out of his... Oh, he's going to be safe. He's safe. That was a swinging bunt base hit. Even the scorer's table is going to give T'Challa a base hit on that. So it's a 2-out infield single for Black Panther. And this top of the 7th will continue. Dave Batista's 2 for 3. Steps up. Big lead at first. And that is a pop-up into short center field. Out there is the shortstop, Bogarts, to retire the side. But a 2-out, 2-run home run by the Incredible Hulk, Mark Ruffalo. At the end of 6.5. Get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the 7th inning stretch. Avengers lead 4-2. Oh, yeah. Take me out to the ball game. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Right fielder Aaron Judge is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts today. Bradley Cooper is out there pitching in the 7th for the Avengers. Swinging and missed the fastball, 96 on the radar gun, strike 1. Turkey burger power. Fouls off the 2-seam fastball, out of play. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Judge. Out in front of the forkball, swinging and miss. He struck him out swinging at strikeout number 6 on the game for Bradley Cooper. And we don't even get a replay. Up next is left-handed center fielder Steve Finley, who's 0 for 2 as well. 1 out, bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch. 2-seam fastball at the knees for strike 1. Fouls off the 2-seam fastball. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Good pitch count for Bradley Cooper. This is only pitch number 66 coming up right here. Economical. Line slices, foul. He went too far. In the dirt, strike him out, throw him out, 2-way. Finley is retired. 2 outs, base is empty here in the bottom of the 7th. DH Willie Calhoun is 0 for 12 in this series. He is 0 for 2 today. He has not had a good series. Strike 1 at the knees. Fouls off the cutter. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Calhoun. Fouls the 2-seam fastball behind home plate. Count will remain 0-2. And he pops him up in the infield. Anthony Mackie on the second base side of second base makes the catch to retire the side. 7 innings complete. The Avengers lead 4-2. This is Avengers Baseball. So we go to the top of the 8th inning. In relief for the Dodgers comes Jason Isringhausen, pitching in his 26th game. He's 1-1 with a 2.82 earned run average. Leading off for the Avengers is Sebastian Stan, the Winter Soldier, 1 for 3.
Number 16.
Chases a high fastball, swinging him at strike 1. Up in his eyes, he could not resist. And he slices the fastball down the right field line, out of play. Count is 0-2 on Sebastian. Outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes, waste pitch. Attendance 50,993 here at Dodger Stadium. That is near sellout capacity for this big 4-game series division rivalry. Goes up the ladder, slashes at the cut fastball, drives it down the left field line. Check that right field line. Out of play, count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Slider off the plate, 2-2. This is Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you so much for watching, being patient with me today. Late on the fastball, foul. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Don't forget to like the video. Put your feet up on the coffee table. Grab a beer from the fridge. Again, fouls it off to stay alive. Count will remain 2-2. Again, it's a battle between Jason Isringhausen and Sebastian Stan. Here comes pitch number 9 of this at-bat. Fouls it back yet again. Here's pitch number 10. And this time, Isringhausen wins. It's a routine ground ball to the shortstop, over to first for out number 1. Xander Bogaerts. Up next, Idris Elba. Officially, he's walked in the 6th inning, but he's officially 0 for 2, 3 for 9 in this 4-game series. Here comes the pitch. Deep fly ball to left center field. Back goes the center fielder to the track. The wall makes the over-the-shoulder catch on the warning track for out number 2. Nice play for Steve Finley. Just covered a lot of real estate in that play. So 2 outs, bases empty here in the top of the 8th. Up next is I Am Groot. Vin Diesel, who is 0 for 3 today. I Am Groot. Chases the high fastball, fouls it back, strike 1. It's a 4-2 lead for the Avengers here in the 8th. Cut fastball outside, ball 1. Right-hander Jacob Barnes and lefty Brett Martin warming in the Dodgers bullpen. 1-1 count to Diesel. Shallow fly ball to center field. This should retire the side, and it does. Finley makes the catch. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Avengers lead by 2. It's 4-2 MCU. Leading off here in the bottom of the 8th, Tucker Barnhart, who's 0 for 2. Popped out, grounded out. Cooper's still out on the mound. He's only thrown 71 pitches. Ground ball up the middle, fielded by Mackie. Throws to first in time. 1 pitch, 1 away. Cut that check.
Now batting.
Pitcher comparison brought to you by the Outlander Show. As you can see, even matchup between Bradley Cooper and Jake Odorizzi. It was the bullpen that failed the LA Dodgers and gave them the Avengers a 4-2 lead. So lineup turns over yet again for the Dodgers. Joe Torre is 1 for 3, had a solo homer in his last at-bat to tie the ball game at 2. Fastball 95 miles an hour in there for strike 1. It is a lazy fly ball, foul territory near the sideline, out of play, strike 2. Batista unable to reach it before it went into the seats. 0-2 pitch from Rocket. Jams him, popped it up. In foul territory, Tony Stark makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 outs, up steps Xander Bogaerts, who has 2 doubles today. He's 2 for 3. 2 outs, bases empty. They need a base runner to get a tying run to the plate. Ground ball inside the first base bag and up the first baseline. This could be double number 3. He's making the turn at first and heading. That is his 3rd double of the game and 3rd hit for Xander Bogaerts. It's double number 41 on the season. And here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th, they will... Look at it, just inside the base bag. The first base bag is diving Tony Stark. Cannot get the ball. So, Stan the Man Musial, 1 for 3 with an RBI single today, represents the tying run. Manager will go to the bullpen and will bring in Josh Brolin, the man who played Thanos, to relieve Thanos. 31 games pitched today. 3-1, 2.76 earned run average. We're going back to the manager's office and the bullpen. Paul Rudd is going to sit. Jeremy Renner is going to warm up. Actually, you know what? Paul Rudd is going to continue to warm up with Jeremy Renner, who is the closer. Okay. Left-handed pitcher against the lefty batter, Stan Musial. 2 outs here in the 8th. And that is a line drive base hit. Rounding third and heading home, the throw to the plate is not in time. It is an RBI single from Stan the Man Musial. And this is a one-run ball game as the MCU now leads 4-3 here in the bottom of the eighth. A clutch, opposite field, two-out hit from Stan. Let's watch the replay. Sebastian Stan in left field comes up throwing, but the throw is not in time. Up next, Big Poppy David Ortiz, 40 homers, 113 runs batted in. He is 1 for 3 with a single today. Faces Thanos. Swing and a miss at the high fastball, strike one. Tying run at first, go ahead run at the plate. And he drives it foul, and there are 2 quick strikes on Big Poppy. Just gets a piece of the splitter to stay alive. Count will remain no balls and 2 strikes. It's a 4-3 ball game. Runner at first, 2 outs, bottom of the eighth. Here's the pitch from Thanos. Strike 3 called, inside corner. Ortiz doesn't believe it. Nevertheless, the side is retired. We go to the top of the ninth. They do score a run at the end of 8 innings of play. The Avengers lead 4-3. Woo. Jacob Barnes pitches the top of the ninth for the Dodgers. He's 1-2 with a 5.59 earned run average. And you know, manager's going to the bullpen. Paul Rudd is going to sit, and Jeremy Renner is going to go in the game to pitch the ninth. He's going to go for the save. He is Hawkeye. So Anthony Mackie's 2 for 4 with a solo homer today. And that's a line drive which may hang up there for the right fielder, Aaron Judge. 1 pitch, 1 away. And Mackie is retired. Here's a replay. Hit it solidly, but off the end of the bat. So 4-3 ball game here in the top of the ninth. Up next, Tom Holland, 2 for 3. He's hitting .367 on the season. Cut fastball, outside ball 1. And he pulls the breaking ball foul. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike to Spider-Man. Checks a swing, sinking fastball low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Little late on the sinking fastball. Count will even 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Barnes. Down and in. Check the swing. Full count. On deck is Iron Man. Here comes the 3-2 pitch to Spidey. Just gets a piece of the cutter to stay alive. Count will remain full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And again, just gets a piece to stay alive. And that is a line drive to center field deep, but playable for Finley. And there are 2 away. Two outs, bases empty. Up steps Tony Stark. Robert Downey Jr. is 0 for 3 today. Here comes the pitch from Barnes. Fastball, outside ball 1. 4-3 game. MCU leads. Top of the ninth. Ground ball right to Big Poppy. He takes it himself, wins the race, and retires the side. So last licks for the Los Angeles Dodgers. They need a run to tie, 2 to win. We go to the bottom of the ninth. It's the Avengers leading 4-3. This is Avengers baseball. Do you want to change pitchers? Yes, I do. In relief comes the closer, Jeremy Renner. We need an insurance run. Well, we're a little late on that insurance run, unfortunately. Record for Jeremy Renner is 0-3. He does have 28 saves out of 32 appearances. Shit is right. Leading off for the Dodgers, Robbie Cano, who's 1 for 3, 7 for 15 in this series. Here comes the first pitch of the bottom of the ninth. And he swings at it and skies it the other way. Deep but playable. Sebastian Stan makes the catch for out number 1. Before we go any further, the manager is going to make a substitution defensively. And Vin Diesel is coming out of the game. And we're bringing in Don Cheadle, the starter. Are you sure you want to replace Vin Diesel with Don Cheadle? Yes, I do. For defensive purposes, Don Cheadle takes over in center field. We don't need a ball going over his head. So next up with one away here in the bottom of the ninth is Aaron Judge, who's 0 for 3. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss at the 100-mile-an-hour fastball. Throwing heat. And the count is no balls and 1 strike. That ball is high. It is far. That ball is gone. It is a tie ball game here with 1 out in the bottom of the ninth. Aaron Judge ties this ball game with his 19th home run of the season, a solo shot, and we have a brand new ball game tied at 4. Here's a replay. Oh, God. Oh. Ball game tied at 4 here in the bottom of the ninth. Let's keep on trucking. Still need to win this game. Up next, shit again is right, Mr. Outlander. Steve Finley's up there, bases empty, 1 out. Inside, off the plate, ball 1. Fouls off the 2-seam fastball. Count as 1 ball and 1 strike. Blown save for Hawkeye. Ties him up inside in knots with the slider. Count as 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fouls it back. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes on Finley. Misses inside with the slider. Count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes. Strike 3 called. Thought it was high. Called strike 3 by the home plate umpire. The count. And it is 2 outs here in the ninth. And he doesn't like the call at all. You can see the expression on his face that he doesn't agree. 2 outs. Up steps Willie Calhoun, who is 0 for 3. He's 0 for 13 in this 4-game set. He is hitless across the 4 games. Fastball inside, off the plate, ball 1. Misses inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Three and 0. On deck, Tucker Barnhart. Will he have the green light on 3 and 0? Let's see. No, he will not. So count is 3 balls and 1 strike on Calhoun. And he slices it the other way, and he will run for days as the ball hops up off. They had the shift on, and he'll make it walking into second base. The winning run is in scoring position at second base here in this 9th inning, bottom of the 9th for the Dodgers at home. No, we don't replace our closer on this team, especially in a regular season game. So we live and we die by the soldiers we bring to the game. Up next, Tucker Barnhart. It was 0 for 3, but that doesn't mean that we don't talk to them. So we're going to go make a mound visit, talk to Jeremy Renner, explain the circumstances, tell him, like, listen, this is a regular season game. No matter what happens, we have a month left in the season, the entire month of September. This is not the playoffs. Just take a chill pill. All right. Tucker Barnhart has an opportunity with a single to win this game in walk-off fashion. Pops it up behind home plate for strike 1. Tucker's actually hitting .338 with runners in scoring position. That's pretty impressive. Grounder, foul. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, struck him out on the 100-mile-an-hour fastball to retire the side. So we go to extra innings. This ball game tied on the solo shot by Aaron Judge. We go to the top of the 10th. So now the manager is going to go to the bullpen, and he's going to take Paul Rudd, warm him up, and schedule Paul Rudd to go into the game in the bottom of the 10th. So, leading off the top of the 10th is swings at the first pitch and hits it deep. That ball is high, it is far, it is Gonzo! That is a solo home run for the Hulk. Hulk smash! His second homer of the game, home run number 31 on the season, and RBI number 120. And the Avengers on the first pitch in extra innings take a 5-4 lead here in the 10th. Hulk smash! Here's a replay. Bang! Oh. Up next, the late great Chadwick Boseman, 2 for 3, single and a double. Late on the fastball, fouls it off, strike one. Hulk smash! Pops it up behind home plate, out of play, count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Hulk smash! Checks his swing, pitches low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hulk smash! Inside, Hulk smash! Just gets a piece of the sinky fastball. Count is 2 balls, 2 strikes here in the 10th. 5-4 lead for the MCU. That ball is high. It is far. That ball is Gonzo. It's back to back and belly to belly. Wakanda forever, baby. Home run number 18 for Chadwick Boseman. Late and great forever. He lives forever in the hearts and minds of the MCU fans as the Avengers take a 6-4 lead here in the top of the 10th. Oh, yeah. Here's the replay. Bang. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. Oh. And he doesn't even move. Stan Musial just turns around and watches it go. In relief, Brett Martin, left-hander, record is 1-3 with a 6.15 earned run average. He will face Drax the Destroyer, who is 2 for 4. And it's a bouncing ball up the third baseline, foul for strike one. Low and outside, ball 1. Slider outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Brett Martin, a left-handed pitcher. Dave Bautista, a right-handed hitter. And that's a deep drive, but oh wait, that might go over his head, and it will. It'll one-hop to the fence, rounding first and heading to second. It looked like Stan Musial misjudged the flight of that ball, and it ended up being a stand-up double. Here's the replay. Looked like he was cutting to his right. He was going to easily make the catch, and then all of a sudden, it hit the jet stream, took off, 1 hop to the wall, the show 20 sign, and it is a runner in scoring position. Still nobody out here in the top of the 10th. Up next, Sebastian Stan. Bruce Sutter, the closer, is warming up in the bullpen. They're running out of relievers. Sebastian's 1 for 4. And he slices it down the right field line, out of play for strike one. And that's a deep drive headed towards the left center field gap. It's got a chance. Racing in there. He will not make the catch. It's going to be a double. Runners at second and third. The runner at second had to hold up. Not sure if Steve Finley in center would make the catch. But now we have 2 runners in scoring position. And the floodgates are about to come bursting open for the Avengers here in extra innings. As Finley cannot make the catch. And it's second and third. Still nobody out. Up next, Idris Elba, 2 runners in scoring position. He's 0 for 3 today, however. Martin sets and delivers. Pitches high, ball 1. That ball is high. It is far. That ball is gonzo. It is a 3-run home run for Hemdahl. His eyes see all. And that's home run number 9 for Idris Elba. And the floodgates have now officially burst open. And the Avengers, here in extra innings, take a... I have no idea how many runs they have. I have no idea. It's a 3-run homer. It was already 6-4. 9-4 lead. Here's the replay. Oh, lovely. So in relief comes the closer because they got nobody left to pitch. He's 1-4. He has 37 saves. This is certainly not a save opportunity. The defensive replacement, Don Cheadle, steps up for the first time in this game and hits a deep drive into right center field. It will, off the top of the wall, it's going to be at least a double, stand-up double for the defensive replacement, his first at-bat of the game. Double number 27 on the season for War Machine, and now a 7-game hitting streak. He had 6 games. His 1 at-bat probably in this contest keeps his hit streak going. Let's watch the replay. So Bruce Sutter comes in trying to put out the flames, and he only fans them. That was almost a solo homer. Up next, again, the new Captain America, Sam Wilson, Anthony Mackie. Split finger fastball outside, ball 1. Mackie's 2 for 5 today. 6th at bat. 2 balls and no strikes. Runner leads off second, nobody out, top of the 10th. They've blown it open for 5 runs. That's a deep drive, but this one, I believe, is playable. Maybe not. Look at this. Over-the-shoulder catch by Finley, tagging at second and going to third. The pitch is wild, but backed up by the second baseman, Robbie Cano, or Bogarts for that matter. Pardon me, the shortstop, Bogarts. Runner moves to third with less than 2 outs. A chance for double-digit runs today. Holland up there, 2 for 4. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. 5-run lead for the Avengers. Fouls off the fastball, strike 1. Called strike 2. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on the outside corner. Swing and a miss in the dirt. Throws to first for the second out. The run does not score. Nasty pitch by Bruce Sutter. 2 down. Up next, Robert Downey Jr., who's 0 for 4 today. Slider just misses the outside corner. Ball 1. Little low. Fouls off the split finger fastball. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike to Iron Man.
That's a ball.
2 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, 2 balls, 1 strike.
Splitter is low. Full count. No, check that. Hitters count. 3 balls and 1 strike. On deck is the Incredible Hulk, who started off this monstrous inning. That's a line drive. Foul ball. Count will remain full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner leads off third. 5 runs have crossed the plate. Just got a piece of that fastball to stay alive. Misses, ball 4. And there'll be runners at first and third with 2 outs here for second at bat this inning for Mark Ruffalo. Mark had a 2-run home run, if I'm not mistaken, in his 3. He had 2 home runs in this game. Second home run of the game in this inning. Fouls off the fastball, strike 1. Hard to keep track without a score sheet in front of me. Swing and a miss, the split finger fastball. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Ruffalo. Line drive caught by Xander Bogaerts to finally mercifully retire the side, but the Avengers here in the top of the 10th inning and extra innings score 5 times and take a 9-4 lead. We go to the bottom of the 10th. Not yet. I don't want to change pitchers yet. Leading off, Joe Torre. He had a solo homer in the 6th. He's 1 for 4. He has 2 homers in this series. Fouls off the fastball, strike 1. One hopper to the second baseman. Holland throws to first, in time, 1 away. And now, the manager will go to the bullpen and bring in Paul Rudd to close out this game. It's probably not a save situation. Paul Rudd is 3-0, 3.71 earned run average. He faces Xander Bogaerts with 1 out, fouls it off, strike 1. The MCU leads this important fourth game of a 4-game series 9-4. Jams him, foul. Count is 0-2. If the Avengers lose this game, they split the series 2 games apiece, but if they win this game, they win 3 out of 4 and finish with a first-place tie with the Dodgers in the National League West division. Count as 1 ball and 2 strikes on Xander Bogaerts. But more importantly, they will have a 1-game lead in the loss column, which is obviously more important. Swing and a miss, inside fastball, struck him out swinging. There are 2 away, and the Dodgers are down to their final out of the game. Here's the replay. Representing the final out of the game for the Dodgers, Stan the Man Musial is 2 for 4. 4 for 16 in this series. Here's the pitch. Fastball low, ball 1. This is Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. You found me in extra innings. This is the bottom of the 10th. It's been a tense ball game, but an exciting one nonetheless. Stan Musial fouls it off down the left field line. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Paul Rudd, Ant-Man, is on the mound, looking to finish off the Dodgers. Swing and a miss, and the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes, and the Dodgers are down to their final strike of the game. Swing and a miss, he struck him out, side retired, ball game over in extra innings. MCU wins 9-4. And they take 3 games out of 4 in this 4-game series on the road against their division rival and finish this game now tied for first place with those same Los Angeles Dodgers in the National League West division. Let's look at the scorecard. In 10 innings, the Hollywood Avengers, 9 runs, 17 hits, no errors. The Los Angeles Dodgers, 4 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. Jeremy Renner, who blew the save, the closer, Hawkeye, blew the save, gets the win. He is, I believe, 1-3 on the season. Jacob Barnes, relief pitcher, gets the loss. And Mark Ruffalo, the Incredible Hulk, gets home run number 30 and 31 today. And RBIs number 118, 119, and 120. 31 homers and 120 RBIs on the season. Mark Ruffalo is your player of the game. And this has been a presentation of Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you so much for watching. Special thank you to all the people for the Sonic Blue Hedgehog, for Mr. Rob, for the Outlander Show, for all the people in the background that did not comment. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. This is the best one yet. This one was probably, with the exception of the Bronx Knights winning the World Series last year, this is the best regular season game I've ever played. I can't wait to record it in the annals of history. And perhaps this is the first step in winning the World Series with the Hollywood Avengers. We shall see, said the blind man. We shall see. Anyway, the final here at Dodger Stadium. The Hollywood Avengers win 9-4. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Talk to you again soon.